I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
Even when it's ugly and money get low. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could see in the shade. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, a good one to kick off the year on Sunday night primetime. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen on hand. The rookie Tyler Luke has the honors. The first Sunday night game of the year, and we are underway here in Buffalo. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith, they're going to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Alert! 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 Half.
On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
Take it down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another
56,
Bills
56.
first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. Tackle made at the 10-yard line.
That's another Bills first down. First down and goal to go.
Regular.
He's coming, double up.
Right now, boys.
Ears close. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Stop. Alert!
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
DJ Moore.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bills are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
You.
No, we changed it. No.
Jackson now to throw on first down. It's a short one caught by Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Second down, Jackson. That's to the right side and incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson up top again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Again, it's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They begin with a 3rd down and 3.
Go. Next one. No, we changed.
Jackson looking to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Now the first carry for King Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Jackson now. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6.
56. Alert! Look out!
Play action now, and here's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll let one go down the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Good for Bills. First down. First and 10.
On the zone read. A handoff here to Cook. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw. After the left side where he's got Kincaid. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Allen. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing Jackson. One stays right.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
56. Sunday. What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
So it's 3rd down, and just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down. We'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
On the play. And a Bills first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Regular. Hey, home. That's it.
Allen on 3rd down. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. On 1st and 10, Jackson going up top. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Jackson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Oh, they get 15 on that game. First down, Baltimore.
15 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They'll go again here with Henry. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 37-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a pick of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Gonna go right back to Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Third and goal for Jackson. And he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. On first and 10, it's Cook. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the 36.
He'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Second and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's a handoff to Cook. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he gets back from Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down. They'll run with Cook. And that run shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. First down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Hey, middle. Alpha, sit on.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it is set up. First down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have the Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State.
Mike, that's a great play for any defensive back, let alone an undrafted rookie. I mean, to think that every single team passed on him in this past year's draft multiple times is pretty hard to believe. And again, this is the growth. This is the development that they saw when he signed there as an undrafted free agent. And he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been given, and now he's creating turnovers for this unit.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
Alert!
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first the first down and save a timeout.
I really like this play call. Here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It is 2nd down and 5.
Regular. Monday. Right there. Stop. Middle. Out. 56.
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's a big one. This 3rd down. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the Bills, first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Buffalo.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. We'll see how they want to play this. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. He'll swing this out to Blackshear. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
11-yard line.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
180! Half 10.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. If the point by pass is good, and the Bills move out in front by 4, it's 21-17.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's first down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X